The last thing is they probably play with the most effort than any team in the NBA.
That'll wrap it up. Let's go courtside, and we'll see you later.
We're coming at you from the Peak Chesapeake Energy Arena in beautiful Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, as the Thunder prepare to take the floor. This road trip for the Celtics kicking things off here in this one. Looking at their performance last year, they're about where you'd expect them to be, guys. They'd like to take that next step in a positive direction here, Steve, with a win.
And guys, one of the approaches when you're starting a short road trip like this is guys want to come right out of the box with focus, game in hand, and not think about the next one. Get as many wins as you can on the road. It's so important.
It really is, and they want this one tonight, guys. I mean, I'm sure of that. When you're only on the road for a few games, you want to make sure you get something done out there and don't go home empty-handed.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Boston, Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Horford is out there with Amir Johnson. And it's Crowder in at the small forward.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out, man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff. You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoff.
Thomas kicks to Johnson. Back to Thomas. Celtics passing it around. And that one's good.
Wide open.
6 points for Avery Bradley.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that Greg the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida. And he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
Robertson dishes to Westbrook. The rebound by the Celtics. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
How about the rhythm they got into offensively there? That no doubt in my mind what the result was going to be once they started to click.
Really impressive, partner, because they simply put it on cruise control.
Robertson the pass to Cannon. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that.
Thomas with the ball. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Thomas got his first 2 points.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. Doris?
He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin, we'll see if they have what it takes.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Bradley after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. And Victor Oladipo, after a solid rookie campaign, really took it up a notch last season, even after missing Clark the first 9 games with that facial fracture.
I love this kid's gravitas. I mean, he's got a presence about him. His percentage has improved across the board, field goal, 3-point free throws. And I like his work ethic and his confidence.
Boston trailing. Outside Bradley. Back to Thomas. Bradley drives in. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Bradley.
I didn't think you
Thomas got his second basket of the game.
In talking about Victor Oladipo's improvement, a lot of it has to do with his work ethic. Also his pregame film studies, something his college coach absolutely raved about. And all of that showed up for him big time last season.
All right, I'll take that.
And, you know, back to Oladipo. We always talk about five-star phenoms coming out of high school. He was just a three-star guy. He's had to work for everything he's gotten, and I think that served him well. He's got a hunger and drive that you can't manufacture.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Taj Gibson's checked in for Adams. Doug McDermott comes in for Oladipo. And it's Norris Cole in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Johnson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
McDermott, no one around him. It's good from long range.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
1:39 left to play in the first quarter. There's a screen. Here's Roberson. And the Thunder, another three.
All right, we got to restart. We had such a good beginning to the game, and then they just blew it open. I don't know. I don't know if I can beat the Thunder.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
I gotta use more of the tactics that you have in this game. First thing first, I'm gonna sit him, crash the glass.
It's the Celtics in Boston who find themselves on the road here today for an interconference battle. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, they're faced now with what is probably the easiest part of their schedule. They've got a lot of home games on the docket, but they can't take anything, guys, for granted.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they've never been able to take that next step this season and really break away from the pack.
And, you know, they're running out of opportunities to finally make that surge, partner. They're leaving themselves in a tough position in terms of the playoffs.
A chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Mickey out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Horford in at the center, locking down the middle.
And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out, but for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
Now, here's Oladipo. Over to the left wing. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And he gets it to go.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Right side, Thomas. Pass to Mickey. Horford up top. Plenty of space. Can't get it to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Oladipo misses.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Bradley kicks to Horford. Here's Thomas, and it's blocked by Adams. to the right side. It's Westbrook with the drive. A second chance effort, and it's sent back by Horford. And they'll keep possession. Here's Adams, and at last they get one to fall.
Wow.
Adams has got 6.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition. Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Well, you look back at the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and
offensive
Ibaka,
foul. Wow.
all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Bradley drives in, and there's the foul. That's on
Should have been
Steven
shooting
Adams.
foul.
That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's Mickey. Bradley dishes to Horford. Pass to Mickey. Back to Bradley. Three-pointer, 4 on the shot clock. Shot's good.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Westbrook, and that one goes in.
Wow.
As he is fouled. It'll be 3 points.
I'll put Mickey out. Yeah. Alright, sorry about that. I had to change some laundry over. Alright.
Converts at the line.
One shot.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
There's Thomas with the three. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Mickey was right there.
Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
And it's sent back by Horford. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Adams' shot is good.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there.
Crashed the board,
and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And the Thunder pushing it up now.
Alright, we have to restart. One more try. One more try. This might be a deleted video if I don't win. I've only got
2K Sports
20
pregame
minutes
show.
to try and win. Alright, let's see. That's fine.
Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
Nice.
Thunder here to defend the home court, playing host to the Eastern Conference. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston. In the 2 meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
An interconference matchup last season, they went 2-0 against this club.
And guys, when you've got two teams like these on the playoff bubble, every game matters. This should be a good one.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Boston, Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Amir Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Horford in at the 5 spot. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Thomas kicks to Crowder. Shoots it. Westbrook with the
Westbrook's way too good in this game.
Here's Roberson. The dish to Oladipo. There's a screen by Canner. Oladipo, the pass to Canner. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Bradley. And Westbrook, here we go. Here's Roberson. Good.
What a pass.
Nice assist from Westbrook. Boston took a lot of steps forward last season with their coach, Brad Stevens. Still, though, their defense was near the middle of the road. That will need some tweaking.
Yeah, and you could say that seemed to be the limiting factor, Kevin, in how far they eventually went. Strange, given how several years ago they were an offensive juggernaut.
Here's Roberson. Shot no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And they were really locked in from beyond the arc in that game. I mean, the results wouldn't have looked anything like it did.
Wow. Alright, one more try. I swear, this will be the last one. And then maybe we'll just sim up till we play Cleveland and then start a new stream or something. I don't know. When do we play Cleveland? End of the month. Okay.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K.
IT, Bradley, maybe, nah, we'll play Bradley. Crowder, maybe we'll set a mirror to start the game. It's probably a bad idea.
Live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the home of the Thunder. We're broadcasting from the Chesapeake Energy Arena. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Taking a look at Boston, looking at their performance last year, they're about where you'd expect them to be, guys. They'd like to take that next step in a positive direction here, Steve, with a win.
And, guys, this is what I call one of those boomerang road trips. I mean, it's not long, but they'll have a chance to get some things done here.
Yeah, it's an easy trip to get up for because you know you'll be back home shortly. As you said, boomerang is the perfect phrase for it. You don't have to worry about setting the tone for a long stretch of games away from your own building.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Celtics, Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Jay Crowder out there with Yarebko, and it's Horford in at the center. It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place, Greg, gets so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. Really helps when you are the show in a city.
Here's Bradley. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo, takes it from 10. That one wide left.
Not supposed to do that.
Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against Atlanta.
How about the energy level defensively in that game? I mean, they made finding an open shot a very difficult task for their opponents.
And it wasn't just in the half court. I mean, I thought they were excellent in transition defense as well. They didn't give up any easy baskets because they always had good floor balance and got back after the miss. How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
I don't know.
Bradley drives in, feeds to Horford. The dish to Thomas. He's looking for Horford and finds him to stop the run. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. What a season for Al Horford last year. Such a great display from him and his team as he led the Hawks to the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference.
And for all the team accomplishments the Hawks had, Horford was able to hit some of his own milestones as well. Had his first career triple-double last season.
Now here's Westbrook. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
But what stood out for me was his gorgeous playmaking out there. I mean, over and over, he was finding his teammates in a great position to score.
Horford was really a cog in all aspects of the Hawks last season. I mean, a major cog. Just a consistent presence inside with his 15 points and 7 boards a game.
And he makes both free throws.
And for Horford last year, the numbers were down a bit, but that wasn't due to his play. I think the Hawks were just a more balanced team, and he could obviously put up bigger numbers if he wanted to, but by playing within the system, I think it allowed Atlanta to reach its true potential over the course of the regular season.
And it's the Thunder with the ball, following the three-pointer by Boston. Here's Westbrook. Got a hand on it. Thomas with the ball. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. In the corner, Crowder with it. Misses the three.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Got a piece of it, and they're able to recover. Celtics trail by 4.
Ridiculous.
He feeds it to Thomas.
But he didn't miss it, though.
Plays it up and banks it in. Thomas got his first bucket in this one.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Adams against Horford. And Adams kicks to Oladipo. Back to Adams. Here's Cantor. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Austin's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Passes it to Thomas. Trying to find Bradley. Gets it to him. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And Roberson kicks to Cantor. Pulls up. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And with that height advantage right there, he had a good, clear look at the basket.
Pass to Thomas. Horford against Adams. Horford in the post, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Last season, the Celtics had a solid 19-22 road record, Clark. Not the 500 mark most teams want, but a very good effort from a young team, and no one really expected that.
Yeah, and you think about this team that's still growing and has a lot of youth. I mean, that kind of road record, very impressive. Their fans should be feeling pretty good about what the future holds with this group.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Taj Gibson's checked in for Steven Adams. The monster comes in for Enes Kanter. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And Cole subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Here's your rep call. Following the basket by Doug McDermott. Launches a 3. That's good. Urebko's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And thinking back on the Celtics, on the road, their away record doesn't tell.
All right, Urebko, you've got to come out of there. So put Johnson and Mickey in. And Crowder. Take him out. Put Jalen in.
The whole story. They won their last 7 road games in that tremendous playoff push.
And it's Cole missing.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass. Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And that one's good.
Another away-from-home note for the Celtics. They were 7-1 in road games against the rest of their division. Their road play was the driving factor as to why they made the playoffs.
Now here's Smart. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Shot from 12. Horford no up.
Wide open.
The Thunder leading
Maybe
by
not
4.
wide open, but he was open.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Gibson the screen. To the paint. Up off the screen.
He was wide.
And he sinks the layup.
Right,
you know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Urebko dishes to Bradley. With 1 on the clock.
Long 2. Would have been nice if it worked for him. And this would have been a 1.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
On the court right now for the Celtics.
Are you in the corner, Mickey?
Green is out there with Johnson. Then there's Smart. Then there's Brown. And it's Mickey in at center. Now here's Gibson. Here's Westbrook. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time. So he'll shoot 2 right here.
And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries.
It's tipped.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now here's Westbrook. Marcus Smart missing that last shot, and he gets it to go.
Wow.
And the Thunder lead by 8. Well, Greg, on the topic of Westbrook, no one's questioning his heart and his will. It was unbelievable what he did after Durant went down. But Clark, the truth is, it's hard to make the playoffs playing inefficient basketball.
I agree. I mean, there are certain guys who are catalysts and other guys who make things happen. And Iverson, Ginobili, Russell's old teammate, James Harden. Those guys make things happen, and you have to live with some of their inefficiency at times.
Kicks it to Adams. And Gibson, here we go. And there's another one for the Thunder.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Now here's Smart. He's covered by Westbrook. Gibson with the steal. Now here's Westbrook. Oladipo outside. It's Westbrook with the drive. No luck.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket.
Alright, one more try, and I am gonna have to pause in the middle of this. And then probably sim up to the Spurs game. I don't know if I want to sim up to the Cavs yet.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
I don't know. Let's see. We'll start Jalen this time. Bradley, I guess. Protect the paint.
It's an interconference contest here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, as the Thunder play one at home. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at Boston. Guys, when you compare their performance last season to where they sit right now, not a whole lot different story. Not necessarily a big surprise either.
And this is the first game of a real short road trip. Oh!
It's a beautiful jam.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And Westbrook gets it to go.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
He showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Dunked by Horford.
Well, he took that defender head on and threw down the two-hander power jam.
Straight power there, guys.
You just got to love that determination.
The Celtics really seemed to get better as last season wore on, too. GA finished the year looking very dangerous.
Kevin, with the Celtics, they were dynamite after the All-Star break. Had the second-best record in the Eastern Conference post-All-Star.
It's Brown with the drive. 11 feet away. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Brown. Horford's got his second basket of the night. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Cantor with a screen on Brown. Oladipo dishes to Cantor. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You know, one of the big things for the Celtics after the All-Star break was they played smarter. I mean, they went from the middle of the pack in terms of turnovers to a team that rarely made mistakes.
Johnson, good.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And the pass to Cantor. The dish to Adams. For three, Westbrook. No good. And the Celtics going the other way now.
Yeah, that's a good point about the Celtics and their turnovers. Last year, after the All-Star break, they were 4th in the league in limiting their mistakes. They played well beyond their years down the stretch.
Here's Horford. And that one hits back iron.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
And Roberson kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Westbrook. Cantor with it. Clock at 6. Feeds to Adams. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Westbrook missing again. The Celtics with the lead. And here's the fast break. Deflects the pass. Brown the pass to Johnson. Kicks it out to Bradley. Horford goes in. Down low. Thomas. And foul call as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Enes Kanter.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Taj Gibson's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Cole subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Green, he's checked in for the Celtics. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always...
Which guy's shorter? Okay.
It's tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
The Monsters checked in for Oklahoma City. Doug McDermott comes in for Roberson. And Westbrook, here we go.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Green inside. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
There's a screen. Pass to Westbrook. Tries to snap the cold streak. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
Under trailing by 3. Down low. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Mickey's checked in for Horford. Crowder comes in for Bradley. And Smart subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Here's Smart. The rebound by Gibson. On the topic of Doug McDermott, one of the most decorated college players in recent history, and Clark, you called a lot of his games.
Yeah, enjoyed watching him play, and I still think he has a bright future. Just never found any real rhythm. Averaged only 3 points a game, but he didn't get much playing time. So look for him to bounce back in the years going forward.
Here's Crowder. An 11-point game for him in the win against Atlanta. Stolen by Westbrook. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2. Westbrook's got 7 points in the game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Johnson dishes to Crowder. Kicks it out to Johnson. And they get it, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was also safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
On the wing, Green. Back to Johnson. Crowder kicks to Green. Stolen by Westbrook. That's good. 9 points in the game so far.
I don't know.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
I mean, that was just a mistake.
Poked away.
Look.
Stolen by Westbrook.
He pokes it away.
And so,
whenever he does the double team.
OKC, make some noise for yours. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
Canner is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Oladipo is out there with Norris Cole. And it's Roberson in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Green. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Mickey's checked in for Jay Crowder, and it's Brown in for Green. Celtics trail by 5.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
Cole, the pass to Canner. The baseline Jay. Rebound Boston. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
How about the rhythm they got into offensively there? There's no doubt in my mind what the result was going to be once they started to play.
Really impressive partner because they simply put it on cruise control.
Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against the 76ers.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Green shirts. I guess they had a lot of white shirts blocking.
Celtics trail by 5. Bradley kicks to Brown.
Brown's not been good, huh?
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. When you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
Here's Cole. Again, the thunderstorm.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are, level in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Olenek is checked in for Mickey. Young is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Here's Young. No luck. Nice D from Oladipo. The Thunder leading by 6. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Cole missing.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Olenek dishes to Young. Brown the pass to Young. The shot's good. Brown. Making the play. Young's got his first bucket in this one.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
There's a screen by Canner, and Oladipo kicks to Cole. He dishes it to Robertson. Just 5 on the clock. Oladipo bounces high off the rim and drops. Oladipo's got the lead up to 6 now for Oklahoma City. The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And Victor Oladipo with the elite athleticism and versatility to be a perennial all-star. We've seen the second-year phenom line up as a 1. He's played off guard. He's even played a little small forward in his time in the league.
And he has that quickness, length, and power combo to be a lockdown defender at all of those positions as well. So that's why he was the co-defensive player of the year coming out of college.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Amir Johnson's checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Young. Westbrook with it. Outguarded by Smart. That 3 off the mark.
You know, back to Oladipo, he has a tremendously quick first step. Finished second in the slam dunk contest to Zach LaVine. Some dunks he's had in regular season play, downright nasty.
And talking about Oladipo's explosiveness, we're starting to see it in his overall scoring as well. Had his first back-to-back 30-point games this year against Chicago and Houston. If he keeps improving at this rate, could be an all-NBA first-teamer before he's through.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Taj Gibson's checked in for Steven Adams. The Monster comes in for Enes Kanter. And McDermott's subbed in for Andre Robertson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Brown. Nice D from Oladipo.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him. Well, at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on, and you got to improvise sometimes.
Horford kicks to Smart. A 3-ball. Rebounded by McDermott. The Thunder leading by 8. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Sabonis. Westbrook wide open. He fired. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the half. In the corner, it's McDermott. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Smart dishes to Johnson. Takes the three. And no good trying to get that one. And that can...
Yes, Kevin, I'm here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. We have amped up home crowd. It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He had 12 points, 3 assists. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
On the floor for Boston, Thomas is out there with Brown. Then it's Amir Johnson. Then there's Horford. And it's Bradley in at the three. The shot by Westbrook. Again, Oklahoma City.